So let's go to EV chart. Exposure value is 428, so you know you are on 11. And you want to make your F number smaller. So let's say we want to go to F number of 2. So what you need to do is you need to keep the exposure value of 11, and find the proper shutter speed for this exposure value. So we need to change our shutter also to 500 if we want to change the F number to 2. So let us do that and let us see the result. I will try to do it fast so there is not an influence. So F number is, I forgot the number, sorry, 2 and 500. Okay, so 2 and 500. And the light conditions are exactly the same, but your depth of field effect is actually stronger. Okay, you see the result. And then again, if you want to make it even more strong, you can do exactly the same thing, but with the same way. So 11 would be, if you want to go really low on the F number, which would be 1, you can do that, but you need to change also your shutter speed to 2000. So let us try that in the render. Oh, come on. Okay, so F number 1 and shutter speed 2000. And you can see the result, that the light is the same exactly, just the depth of field effect is much stronger. So this is why you can have really good control, because this is, I mean, exactly the same light conditions. And I will now make the tests to see the final result, so it's not this noisy. So you can have trust that this way you are getting exactly the same light conditions with different DOF effect. Okay, so okay guys, so I made tests for the various depth of field effects. So I will start from the strongest one. It's not completely clean, but it's not an issue now. We just need to see really how strong the depth of field effect is. So apparently here you have it really strong, because the F number is 1. So we have focus still in here, that doesn't change, but the F number is 1, so the effect is really strong. Okay, you see it in here. If I move here, you see that the depth of field effect changed quite a lot, because the F number is 2, which means that it's smaller. But what I really want you to see now is that the light condition is not changing at all. Like, I mean at all, because it's exactly the same intensity, only the depth of field effect is different. You can see it in here, since this guy is in the focus all the time. Okay, there is slight depth of the blurring happening, you see, because one is really only focusing somewhere in this area, so this is why. But you can tell that the light is exactly the same in all the image, only depth of field effect is changing, and this is really good and cool also. So this is why I recommend you to be using the exposure values. And how I achieved this is simply, but you can see here that my F number is 1 and my shutter speed is 2000. So I went in here and I want to have smaller depth of field effect. So I had to adjust the F number to 2, but accordingly I had to adjust the shutter speed to 500. And this all comes from the chart. So I am fixed on exposure value of 11. And you see that when I am having F number 2, I have to go to shutter speed of 500. Before I was having 2000, so my F number was 1, and so on and so on. So you just need to keep this relation for the exposure value of 11, and everything is going to be exactly the same in the terms of the lighting.